Hello everyone, welcome to Sharpshooter Studios and welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling. I am so excited to be able to do this. I've been wanting to do a TEW series and video for the longest time, but I've only gotten TEW for like a week, maybe a little bit more. But I currently have the demo. I have the trial version, as you can see up in the corner, or at the top, sorry. But I currently have the demo. I wanted to try this out and see how it was before I purchased TEW, the official version, which I still think I'm gonna do because I really find this game fun. I've been playing a bunch of saves just in my free time while I've been setting this one up. And I've done a test run of this one and it's going pretty well, so I'm enjoying it. But I also wanted to get the demo just because I wanted to see how it would do here on YouTube. But with that being said, welcome to TEW, welcome to TEW 2020, and welcome to a new series on the channel. I hope you guys all enjoy this one. It's been something I wanted to do for a while. I've watched so many people. I've watched New Legacy Inc. I've watched French Ted. I've watched Brendan Plays all play TEW, but now it's my turn to give my 2 cents on TEW series. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. I want to do at least a few episodes and just see what you guys think of it. So tell me what you guys think of this in the comments. And also, if you guys have any tips and tricks and ways to make this better, please let me know, because this is my first time doing this. I tried filming a different save and it just was so chaotic and it was bad, so I'm gonna try to make sure this one's pretty good. But with that out of the way, you guys are probably wondering who we are, but we are actually NXT. We are going to be NXT, and you're probably wondering, well, Wyatt, who are you playing as? And why is NXT up looking like this? Well, NXT has been taken over by someone else, and NXT has also been revamped and turned back into black and gold. I know some of you may not like that, but I personally like that. I have always preferred NXT, and so some things have been going on here. So let's namely get over to events and TV. So, NXT, you can see there with the NXT logo right there. It has changed. NXT is just going to be normal NXT now, and ignore After Dark. I have to upload a logo for that, but yeah. So NXT is going to be changed. It's just going to be NXT now. I mean, not that it hasn't been, but no more 2.0, no more old logo. It's going to be back to black and gold. And let's go over here to the titles. We have the NXT title that's been vacated. The NXT Cruiserweight title has been brought back, and that has also vacated. All titles are vacated, I will just say that. The NXT North American title, the NXT Tag titles, the NXT Women's Championship, and the NXT Women's Tag titles have been brought back. The Dusty Cup is not happening this month. I know it's happening in January right now, but I will not be doing that this month because I'm going to be doing tournaments for the titles at some point. So I hope you guys understand about that. But let's get into it. So you're probably wondering, Wyatt, who are you playing as? Who in the world could you possibly be? Well, I'm probably gonna show an image on screen right now because I do not want to go into the roster, and I do not want. Well, actually, no. You guys have already seen from the title. You guys know who I'm playing as. Yes, I am playing as Poppy, the metal artist. I love Poppy. Big fan of her music. I've known about Poppy since like her internet, where she would just make creepy, weird videos and do that character, which I always thought was weird. Like I always watched the game theory stuff on it, but that's besides the point. Big fan of her music, loved her stuff in NXT. I loved when she would show up, and every time she would show up with EO, I loved it. Oh my god. But I decided to play as Poppy because one, someone gave me the idea first off, so I want to give credit to them. They know who they are. And two, I thought it would be something different and be something interesting. I see people all the time like doing like Paul Heyman or Triple H or Jeff Jarrett for their saves, and I thought, you know what, let's go with something not in the wrestling business and let's go with someone different. So I've chosen Poppy, and I hope you guys enjoy this series, and I hope you guys bear with me as I'm still getting used to TEW, but I just thought Poppy would be interesting, and I hope you guys understand that, and I hope you guys enjoy. But with that out of the way, and I pretty much think that's it. I mean, we don't have anything really to go through. I mean, I'm not going to go through the roster yet because I want you guys to see, because I've made some adjustments to the roster. You'll see that when it's time for the show. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into NXT. Welcome everyone to NXT. Uh, Side note here, I just want to touch on something really quick. The banner is 2.0. I'm gonna fix that. I gotta figure out how to fix that. I think I can do it in the in-game editor. We'll make sure to change that next time. But let's get into the show. Shawn Michaels, the current GM of NXT, comes out with Poppy, who it's announced that Poppy will be the new commissioner of NXT. These two are gonna sort of co-book and help each other out. It's not gonna be like Stephanie and Mick Foley from 2016 where they butted heads. No, these two like each other. They're going to help each other out, and they welcome the fans to the new NXT. They also announced that throughout the weeks there's going to be tournaments for each title. During the 2 weeks before our upcoming pay-per-view, which will be announced soon, don't worry. There will be tournaments for each title, and the reason why there's not tournaments yet is because I've offered contracts to some people, so I would like to have them in the tournaments before I do them. So, and I can't do them now because I'm booking the show already. But they say that there's going to be tournaments, and so these next 2 weeks, this week and next week, are really just going to be seeing who deserves that spot, and even on the upcoming After Dark, there's going to be matches on there, and it's a B show, but if you want it, you got it. You need to prove yourself, and so make sure to prove yourself, and maybe, just maybe, you can be in the tournament. Segment rating 64. Poppy has debuted her kawaii Barbie child gimmick, and it's got an initial rating of awful, which sucks. That sucks, but it's whatever. Poppy did a masterful job of improving interactions with the crowd, though, so that is awesome to see. Shawn Michaels came across well. Shawn Michaels improved well throughout the segment. This angle got the crowd hotter, and this angle got the show off, to a strong start. Recap gimmick changes, kawaii. Oh my god. Poppy's gimmick. No, I was reading kawaii, and that's why I was going to call it that. I don't know why, but let's move in to the next segment, which is going to be our first match, which is a match that I think would be pretty cool. Let's see how it does. Let's see. Noam Dar versus A-Kid. Noam Dar defeats A-Kid in 9:41 by pinfall with a champagne super knee bar. How is that a pinfall? I don't know. I don't know. But it's a decent match. Segment rating 48. I was hoping it would be better, but it sort of kind of makes sense. A-Kid has an in-ring performance of 46, and Noam Dar with an in-ring performance of 50. Though, do have pretty good chemistry, and it lifted the match, which you love to see. And this match definitely got the crowd hotter. Love to see that. Next segment, we are going to be seeing someone who is a part of NXT, but going back to an old character. Yes, that is right. You probably don't even know who I'm talking about, but we are going to be seeing Quinn McKay backstage making her debut, you could say. I mean, it's the debut of the Quinn McKay character. I love Quinn McKay. I love Kayla Kincaid, whatever her name is. But I always preferred Quinn McKay in ROH, so yeah. She debuts, and she's interviewing Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, because in our main event, Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov will face off. The rematch, I think it's their third match. I don't know if that's right. I'll probably figure it out. I don't know. But Carmelo Hayes is interviewed by Quinn McKay, and also has Trick Williams there. I don't know why it says, ignore that it says Carmelo Hayes at an interview. I think I read that wrong and did stuff wrong, because it says upcoming singles match between his client Trick Williams and Ilya Dragunov. That's my bad. But a segment rating 49. Carmelo Hayes came across well. Quinn McKay improvised well throughout the segment, and Carmelo Hayes benefited from being the flavor of the month. Mello basically says that, Trick Mello gang, we're here for you. It's time to become the NXT champion again. I was champion before. It's time for that again, and I'm gonna prove myself against the man that beat me for the title. You may have beat me before, but I am not gonna allow that to happen again. You want your title back? I want my title back. It's time to prove that Carmelo Hayes is still at the top of NXT, and Mello intends to prove that tonight. We'll have to see if he can do it. Segment rating 49, as I said. So a music video is shown to help promote Drew Gulak and Bailey Regal, who is Charlie Dempsey, aka Bailey Matthews. They are known as Catchpoint, and there's a hype video shown, and they end up saying that someone has their attention in NXT. and they are going to find out who they are soon. So we'll have to wait and see who that is. Segment rating 29. Really trying to help elevate the tag division here, because the tag division in NXT kind of does suck. I mean, there are good tag teams there. It's just not good. Like they're decent at best, and I'm gonna try my best to bring that up. And also, what sucks is I'm gonna try to bring the main event people up too, because it sucks too. I mean, the talent is so there, and you have Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, but freaking WWE is taking away people from me. They're taking Rex Steiner, aka Braun Breaker, which I'm mad about. And I only have like two other people, so I'm really gonna try to bring more people in to NXT and to elevate the roster. In a decent match, Dragon Lee defeats Carl Fredericks, aka Eddie Thorpe, in 12 minutes and 24 seconds, by pinfall with an incineration. I am stupid. Knee, segment rating 50, decent match. This is going to basically really help Dragon Lee out, and also kind of help out Eddie Thorpe. You know, he lasted a long time, or a pretty decent time with Dragon Lee, but Dragon Lee ultimately gets the win. Carl Fredericks with an in-ring performance of 21, that is bad. And Dragon Lee with an in-ring performance of 64. The performance of Dragon Lee stood out as being good. That is not good for Carl Fredericks, so I'm gonna have to keep note of that. I really like Eddie Thorpe. I've enjoyed his stuff. But in-ring performance of 21, I don't know. Normally it would say if he was off his game, so it can't be that. I mean, maybe he just sucks in the ring. I don't know. But let's move on to the next segment here. The announcers put over the fact that we'll be seeing Roxanne Perez take on Bea Priestley, aka Bar Davenport. Yes, tonight we are going to be seeing Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, take on her former rival, Bea Priestley. That's going to be a fun match, and I cannot wait for that one. Backstage, the family, the Gabagool, Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stax Lorenzo, and Adriana Rizzo. I believe that's how you say it, Adriana Rizzo. The Riz. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I will figure it out. But they're talking to Quinn backstage, and they're talking about the new era of NXT and how they're excited for it. But they want their titles back. They are going to prove themselves, and they're going to make sure that they are in that upcoming tournament, and they are going to win their titles back. We'll have to see what happens there, but I know I'm excited for that one. In a decent match, Roxanne Perez defeats Bea Priestley at 9 minutes and 55 seconds by pinfall with a quick cradle. Segment rating 40. Roxanne Perez had an in-ring performance of 48. Bea Priestley had an in-ring performance of 45. Decent match. You'll love to see it. I mean, I would love a superb match, but it's a pretty decent match, and that's what we've gotten so far, and I'm not actually mad about that. Roxanne Perez and Bea Priestley have pretty good chemistry, and it lifts the match, which you love to see. Roxanne Perez benefited from being the flavor of the month, and as planned, this match brought the fans back down a little bit. So, Roxanne Perez, after the match, she's celebrating. She's happy that she got the win over an old rival, but Bea Priestley is not happy. Bea runs back in the ring and attacks Roxanne. She's hitting her over and over again, mounting her, just keeps elbowing and forearming and hitting her. Bea Priestley goes to the corner and gets ready to go for her stomp when some familiar music hits. And that's right. Cora Jade runs out and saves Roxanne Perez, her old friend. What is getting into Cora Jade? She and Roxanne hated each other's guts, but now she's saving her? That is something very interesting. Roxanne Perez benefited from being the flavor of the month, of course, and this angle got the crowd hotter. Segment rating 42. Pretty decent segment. But yeah, Cora Jade saving Roxanne Perez, her old rival and old friend. You gotta wonder what that's about, but we'll have to stay tuned and see. Roxanne and Cora are in the ring celebrating, and Roxanne seems a little confused, but the two hug and embrace and are happy. The show cuts and glitches out to Joe Gacy backstage with a vignette. He's talking to a camera that he's holding, and he says that something is coming. NXT will need to watch out, and people will need to watch out. This past few months have been the worst of his life. The schism has left him. He is a shell of the man he was. It's time to fix that, and it's time that something changes, and it's time for him to think about what's next for him. And he knows what's next. Something's coming. And NXT's going to have to watch out. So we'll have to watch and see what's going on with Joe Gacy. Backstage, Ilya Dragunov has an interview with Quinn McKay, and he's talking about his match in the main event against Carmelo Hayes. Segment rating 47. Ilya basically says, Melo, I heard you earlier. I respect you. We've had wars, but you aren't going to win tonight. Tonight, I prove myself and prove why I was the NXT champion and why I'm going to win the title again. Why I'm going to get back what is rightfully mine. I am going to beat you and prove that the era of Carmelo Hayes is over and the era of the Czar is now and forever. Ilya Dragunov came across well in this promo. Ilya Dragunov worked the crowd, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage well. Quinn McKay clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script and performed well. We'll have to keep that in mind. The announcing quality lifted this segment, and this angle got the crowd hotter. You love to see that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected this match to be pretty bad because Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs, they're a good team, but Smash Mouth are pretty decent. I like them, and I think there's potential there, but kind of suck. In a terrible match, Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs defeated Smash Mouth at 10 minutes and 22 seconds. Josh Briggs pinned Hank Walker with a Meet Your Maker. In terms of ring work, Josh Briggs was head and shoulders above everyone else. You love to see that. Josh Briggs, love him to death. Tank Ledger was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. That kind of sucks, and we're going to have to keep that in mind and may have to release the poor guy because, I don't know, we'll just figure that out. But Josh Briggs with an in-ring performance of 43, Brooks Jensen 33, Hank 25, and Tank 15. Wow. Josh Briggs seemed off his game, though, which may have been why this match kind of sucked. But a 43 for Josh Briggs, and he was off his game. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good. The announcing quality lifted this match, and we got a segment rating of 34. Hate to see that, but I needed a match to fill time, and needed a tag match, so, yeah. See what I mean about the teams, though? They kind of suck. So, yeah. But, let's move into the next segment. Backstage, Chase U are talking in their classroom about the upcoming tournaments. Andre Chase says, this is a moment for Chase U to prove themselves. We are going to become champions again. I'm pretty sure they're champions. I might be wrong. I'm going to have to double check that. But they say that the titles are theirs. They say that the tag titles are coming home to them. That the women's tag titles are coming home to them. And Riley, the NXT Cruiserweight Championship is going to come home to you because we are Chase U. Segment rating 40. I believe Riley is a cruiserweight. I'm going to have to double check that. And if he's not, then he's probably going to be competing for the North American title. Sorry. I can't really check that. I meant to check that. Crap. See, this is how unprepared I am. And you can tell this is my first time doing this. Riley Osborne underperformed, which kind of sucks, but I do like Riley. I think he's really good. He's great in ring, so yeah. Segment rating 40. Yeah. So. In a squash match, basically, extremely short match, Dijak defeats Miles Bourne in 5 minutes and 7 seconds by pinfall with the Dijection. I believe that is Feast Your Eyes. Segment rating 27. Dijak had an in-ring performance of 48. Miles Bourne with an in-ring performance of 26. The announcing quality lifted the match, and the color commentary gave the match a boost. As planned, this match brought the fans back down. Needed a match, and I also needed to get Dijak over because I really am a big fan of Dijak and wanted to give him a win. Miles Bourne, I don't like him, to be honest, and apparently he's like a hot prospect. I don't get it. I don't see it at all, but whatever. Segment rating 27, Dijak gets the win. And see what I mean, guys, about the tag division. A music video is shown to promote OTM. Segment rating 11. 11! 11! See what I mean, though? The tag division is not good at all. The announcing quality has lifted the segment, and the color commentary gave the segment a boost. The lack of anything interesting in the segment was a problem, and this angle brought the crowd down. You hate to see it. I mean, I didn't want to do a segment with OTM talking. Maybe that would have been better. I didn't want to do that. I thought this would be okay. Maybe this is my fault. Maybe this is my fault why it's 11. But get out and we'll have to see. But folks, it is time for our main event. Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes. Let's get into it. 53. You love to see that. All my favorite words, as French Ted would say, in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat. Ilya Dragunov defeats Carmelo Hayes at 14 minutes and 44 seconds by pinfall with a torpedo Moscow. Carmelo Hayes with an in-ring performance of 64. Ilya Dragunov had an in-ring performance of 69. Carmelo seemed off his game and still gave us a good match, which you love to see. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov have great chemistry, and it showed in their performances. Love to see that. Trick Williams did some good work at ringside. Mello and Trick have great chemistry. Of course they do. And Carmelo Hayes benefited from being the flavor of the month. This match got the crowd interesting again. What a match. Let's go. I mean, it could have been an 80-something, or this match, if it went longer maybe, but I think this did pretty good. I thought this was pretty decent. This was a pretty decent show, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that the OTM segment probably really brought it down in that tag match. See what I mean about the tag division, though? I'm really going to try to elevate that, and hopefully we can with some of the new teams that we're bringing in. But if we can bring them in, I offer them contracts, so we'll have to wait and see. Rating 46, decent show. The show increased our popularity in 38 regions. The general feeling is that NXT doesn't have enough storylines going on, which I kind of understand, and it lost its popularity, and we didn't have matches that were aimed at being storytelling, but I don't really know how we're supposed to when I just started, and we don't have any storylines right now, so whatever, that is fine. But overall rating 46, not a bad show in my opinion. I thought it was pretty good. From the test runs I've done in this game, this has probably been one of my better shows. Maybe I'm just a sucky booker, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But I think what really killed us, though, was that segment with OTM and with Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, and Smash Mouth. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But overall rating 46, decent. Let's move on to the next thing. Welcome back, folks. Here we are, JB Jeremy Borash here. JB is going to be called up soon, which is, you love to see that. You really hate that. I really am not happy about that. But here's what I wanted to bring, because we have some new emails. I already told you guys that Rick Steiner's going to be called up to the main roster in 1 month. That irritates the living heck out of me. USA Network was not happy with NXT. Kind of sucks. I really think it was a tag match, two tag segments. I really think that it was the 2 tag segments that brought us down. But yeah, Sportsnet 360 is not happy either. NXT viewing figures got a 0.56. I'm pretty sure that's crap. I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't understand TV ratings at all. So, Bruce Pritchard opinion. Let's see what it is. Thea Hale just doesn't get it in my opinion. The kid can probably be cut loose. Bruce Pritchard, I hate your guts. Screw you. Thea Hale is awesome, and I love her. Thea Hale's awesome. I'm a big fan of hers. So, yeah. Go to HE Double Hockey 6. Let's see here. Tyler Bate changes up style. Tyler Bate has changed his style. What? He's a comedy wrestler. Well, I don't know what to say there. Alright, here we are. We're talking to Tyler now. There is no way I'm allowing this. Come on, man. What was his old... It was Technician. That's right. Technician. Tyler, I can't make... You're a Oh my god. Tyler Bate is now a comedy wrestler. I never thought I would say that in my life. Okay. We've changed it to Technician Striker. I feel like that will be pretty decent. That will work for Tyler Bate. How the heck... Why the heck did he change the comedy? I don't know. We're just going to ignore that for now. But, yeah, I'll meet you guys when we have something interesting next, or, something like that, so we'll be back in a bit. Well, guys, we are here for NXT After Dark. As you can see, I got the banner image right. I made it, NXT, and, as you can see, we still have the NXT Level Up logo. I still gotta figure out how to upload an image to my, computer, and then get it onto TEW. I know how to do it. I know how to get it into the game, but I don't know how to get it onto my computer, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I suppose I could just email to myself, but that's besides the point. We are here with a few pre-show matches because since this is a B show, I want to test some things out. We got some new signings. Some signings will be revealed here. I just wanted to show you guys some of them, and I wanted to see how people are doing and what their skill levels are. And so our first pre-show match and a pre-show bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. You hate to see that. JC Jane and Thea Hale defeated M95 in 10 minutes and 24 seconds when Jamie, really? JC Jane submitted Missa Kate. I'm a big fan of M95, loved them in NWA. I really wasn't watching when they were a team, but I managed to catch their segments on YouTube and managed to see some of their matches. And I love what Maddie does on Instagram with her side character spotlight. Love that. Big Maddie Rankowski fan, and I love to see that she's in NXT. Wasn't too keen on the name until I saw that the Ren was spelled WREN, which is like her indie name when it was Renkowski. I just really hope that she has the same character, but we're getting off topic here. Missa Kate with an in-ring performance of 30, Maddie with a in-ring performance of 29, Thea Hale with an in-ring performance of 30, and JC Jane had an in-ring performance of 37. Missa Kate had debuted her Chicago Sweetheart gimmick. It got an initial rating of adequate. Veda Scott, who we ended up signing Veda Scott. She's making her debut on the show, has debuted her fan favorite gimmick, has got an initial rating of poor. You hate to see that. But and speaking of you hate to see that, Thea Hale was really off her game. Not too keen on that, but I really like Thea Hale. But Bruce Pritchard, he hates her for some reason. I don't know why. The announcing quality lifted the match, and the color commentary gave the match a boost. So that is sweet. Missa Kate can be penalized for being used in lengthy matches, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But losses do not hurt momentum as much as usual. Then Veda Scott, you see hers. I don't know why Maddie's isn't there. Unless it's just because she was already on the roster, so I didn't sign her, so maybe that's why. But let's get into the next pre-show match. In a decent pre-show match, Roxanne Perez defeated Billy Starks at 10 minutes and 16 seconds by pinfall with a Code Rock, aka the Pop Rock's gonna have to change that. Segment rating 40. You might see a black bar on screen. That's because for some reason someone was in this match or segment that has not debuted yet, and I don't know why I didn't put them in this segment. I don't know if like I accidentally had them be in interference or not. I don't know. I don't know why they were there, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure you guys don't see that, because I don't want you to see who that person was, because I want to save them. But Billy Starks had an in-ring performance of 45. Roxanne Perez with the same. Billy Starks has debuted her Space Jesus gimmick and has got an initial rating of adequate. Roxanne Perez seemed off her game, which is okay, but it was a decent match, and that shows me that Billy Starks has a lot of promise, and I'm a big Billy Starks fan. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Billy Starks, and so I want to see where she was at, and she went with Roxanne Perez. I mean, Roxanne was off her game and got the same rating as Billy, but I'm sure Roxanne would still be like 40, like in the mid 40s. Or late 40s, early 50s for her in-ring performance. That's not a knock on Roxanne. I'm just judging from the performance as we see. But Billy Starks in-ring performance of 45, Roxanne with 45 as well. So I mean, decent. Both had the same, so that wasn't bad. Roxanne Perez though benefited from being the flavor of the month. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind, because this is a match I would love to see in real life, and so we might have to do that again. In a decent pre-show match, Dragon Lee defeated Brogan Finley 9 minutes 54 seconds by pinfall with a, I don't know how to say that, Desnu Tadora. I don't know. Segment rating 46. Big on. I actually kind of like Brogan Finley. I'm big on him, I would say. I've seen some of his stuff in GCW. I really did like him, and I'm glad that he's in WWE now. Hopefully he can continue to get better. For some reason, Game doesn't really like him and likes to give him low ratings. I personally don't feel like he deserves a 21. I feel like he would get more. But Brogan Finley with an in-ring performance of 21, Dragon Lee with an in-ring performance of 63. Normally people in their 20s would have a horrible match, but my guess is that since it's a pre-show match, and Dragon Lee probably helped him to carry the match, and Dragon Lee probably carried the match and helped him to get a good match. That's why I was like that. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use this B show as a way to experiment, and also to see where people are and if they can be moved to the next level and if they can get elevated, because there are so many people that I want to be elevated. Like I want M95 to be better. I want Brogan to be better. I want so many others that I've signed to be better. Because there's a few that I'm high on that aren't at the level of, let's say, Dragon Lee or Ilya Dragunov or Roxanne Perez. So we'll have to see what happens there. But let's get into the actual show. Let's get into NXT After Dark. So in a freestyle segment, Vic Quinn welcome everyone to After Dark, and introduce Veda Scott for the first time. Segment rating 24. Vic Joseph clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script and performed well. Veda Scott was very poor when trying to improvise, so Veda does not work well with the script. Quinn McKay didn't do well either, which is weird because she just did well on NXT with a script, so or without a script. So we'll probably have to keep that in mind. Maybe it has to do with color commentary versus the segment, but we'll have to keep that in mind. The angle was a poor way to start the show and took away the crowd's initial enthusiasm. I'm sorry, but what can you do? This angle did cool the crowd down a little though, so. And about that had subpar wrestling and a non-existent crowd heat. Jay Malachi defeated Lucky Ali in 10 minutes and 10 seconds by pinfall. Segment rating 36. Lucky Ali with an in-ring performance of 36, and Jay Malachi had an in-ring performance of 39. Two of DPW's best. This is a match that I don't know if they've ever had, but I think would be really good. And I'm high on both these guys. Love them both. And Lucky Ali, however, was really off his game, so that might be why the match was diminished a little bit, but I feel like they would get even better. Even better rating. The announcing quality lifted the match, the color commentary gave the match a boost, and working on lifting the crowd helped bring the audience back on our side. Freestyle Summit, Tyler Bate backstage talks about Noam Dar, because in our main event, Tyler Bate and Noam Dar will be facing off. Summit rating 41. Tyler basically says that Noam, I've known you since the UK Indies. I've known you since NXT UK. I love to see where you've gone, but you become an egotistical, arrogant piece of you-know-what. Tyler says that tonight you are going to find out that you do not belong in the ring with me. You might be good, but you are not on Tyler Bates' level, and Tyler Bate is going to move on and get a championship before I leave. Because, yes, Tyler Bate will be leaving NXT soon because he will be moving up to the main roster. So Tyler Bate is looking to maybe get a title win and carry it into the main roster, but also maybe stay on a roster. Who knows? Could be someone like Dominic Mysterio, how he was. It could be someone like Dragon Lee. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to see if tonight, if Tyler Bate can impress us in our main event, then maybe Tyler Bate could get into a tournament match. We'll have to wait and see. And about that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Lyra Valkyria, thought that name would be cooler, defeated Kelani Jordan in 10 minutes and 20 seconds by pinfall with the guillotine. Segment rating 20, you hate to see that. Kelani Jordan with an in-ring performance of 22, and Valkyria had an in-ring performance of 34. She was really off her game, which sucks, and that's probably why the match was brought down. But I feel like these two would have a really good match. Kalani is getting better and better each time she wrestles, and I've actually honestly become a big fan of her. At first I was on her, but I kind of like her now. The announcing quality lifted the match, and the color commentary gave the match a boost. However, this match did cool off the crowd a little bit. Freestyle segment, Metaphor backstage, and they are speaking about Tyler Bate. Noam says that, Tyler, you call me egotistical, you call me arrogant, you can call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I am a multi-time NXT Heritage Cup champion. I have beaten some of the very best in this ring. I have led this stable to greatness. They have become greatness because of me and because of themselves. And you're just jealous. You're just jealous that at the age you are, you're 25. You haven't done anything besides be the NXT UK champion. While I may be getting older, I'm impressing even more. You haven't done anything relevant since you were 19 and won the NXT UK championship. Well, tonight, it's going to be the same thing when I beat you and prove why I deserve to be a champion and in a tournament match. We'll have to see what happens there. Noam Dar, Tyler Bate, our main event. Going to be a fun one and going to be an exciting one. Up next, in a poor match, Nathan Frazier defeats Riley Osborne at 10 minutes and 21 seconds by pinfall with a Phoenix Splash. Segment rating 37. Riley Osborne had an in-ring performance of 26, and Nathan Frazier with an in-ring performance of 44. Once again, like I said before, just trying to see where people are. I really like both these guys, and it's sad to see that Riley has an in-ring performance of 26 when he has a beautiful shooting star press, might I say. The announcing quality lifted the match, and the color commentary gave the match a boost. Nathan Frazier gets the win. Could be leading to a tournament matchup soon. We'll have to wait and see, but this man, Nathan Frazier, he's been on a roll, and I feel like he could be a future champion, and he undoubtedly will. Riley Osborne, I could say the same thing for him because the future is bright for the kid. Really big fan of his, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with both of them. Backstage, Tyler Bate is shown getting ready, and so is his opponent, Noam Dar, who is walking down a backstage hallway to the ring. And folks, it is time for our main event. Noam Dar, Tyler Bate. Let's see who wins this matchup. In a decent match, Tyler Bate defeats Noam Dar at 13 minutes and 3 seconds with a Tyler Driver 97, segment rating 52. Tyler Bate with an in-ring performance of 49, and Noam Dar had an in-ring performance of 50. These two have great chemistry pretty good chemistry together, which you'll love to see. Awesome. Love to see that. Decent match. I mean, I would love to see Superb, but also this is a B show, so I need to keep that in mind. As Tyler Bate is celebrating and having a party, basically. Not really, but he's celebrating, crowds cheering loudly before they all lose their minds when Catch Point, yes, Catch Point, Drew Gulak, Bailey Regal run out and attack Tyler Bate and leave him in the ring before they stand tall. Catch Point said on NXT that they are coming for someone, and well, looks like we found out who their target was. It's Tyler Bate, and Catch Point is coming to prove a point. No, didn't mean to rhyme there or anything or say the same word. It's whatever. 7 rating 37. I think a pretty good way to end off the show, and I think that was a pretty good show. For a B show, I thought it was pretty good. Tyler Bate gets the win over Noam Dar, but however, it is sort of kind of tainted. His spirits are kind of tainted whenever you see Catch Point run out and attack you, so. But overall, I thought the show was pretty decent. I thought it was a good way, and it definitely helped me see where some of our superstars are. M95, sort of kind of where I kind of expected them to be. I expected them to be kind of decent. I mean, I expected them to be in like the 20s, honestly, from other people's series, but they were kind of in like late 20s, early 30s. Like I believe Misa Kate had a 30, and Maddie had a 29, so that's not bad. It's better than what Riley Osborne got, which was a 26. But yeah, I think that is where we will leave it for NXT After Dark, and we'll see you back in the office. That is where we are going to end our first episode. As you can see, in a few days, 20 days, we will be having our first pay-per-view, NXT TakeOver The Garden, live in Madison Square Garden. I am so excited for that. I am so excited to get into the next episode of NXT. We have a stacked roster. I've been signing people left and right. I have sort of been like Mitsuharu Misawa within Exodus. Not really, just signing a bunch of people. Just making a joke there, but not really having a whole company go under, but yeah, just been signing a bunch of people left and right, because I think NXT desperately needs more people to help, and plus, the more people we sign, the more the others and people from that were in NXT before can help. Those people can help each other. The new people can help the talent that were in NXT. Let me just think of like an example, like I signed a certain main event women's wrestler, and I feel like she could help someone like Kiana James or Gigi Dolan. Not that in my opinion, I don't think Gigi needs any help. I think she is great at what she's doing, but I'm just thinking of examples of like how people can help others, and I feel like that is going to help us. And I feel like some of the NXT people are going to help some of the people I signed, some of the younger people, like Billy Starks, like who else did I have in the, like M95. I'm forgetting who I even. See, I signed a lot of people, you guys can tell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and please let me know if there's anything I can improve on. Any way I can make this more interesting, any way I can just help, and anything you guys can do to help me, like any way you can, any tips and tricks you have to help. But I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Just stay safe, and please have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.